Kayla Tahafe led her Eastside Prep Panthers in a big second-half comeback over the Village Christian Crusaders. And then Jadee Smith followed suit, carrying his St. Joseph's Notre Dame Pilots to a close crunch-time victory over the Vikings of St. Bernard. Will the NorCal sweep continue? Find out next as Sacred Heart Cathedral takes on Lakeside. And we welcome you back to Sacramento. You look at the state capitol. We are at the Sleep Train Arena. We move now to the Division III Girls Championship. It'll be Lakeside representing Southern California. Sacred Heart Cathedral representing NorCal. Hi again, everybody. Barry Tompkins, Mary Murphy alongside. And this is going to be another one of those games where Lakeside comes in here an underdog. But you know what? They've been an underdog all year and keep winning.
That's absolutely. They beat 4 higher seeds to get here. They've never been to the state final. And when you look at Sacred Heart Cathedral, they've been here before. They are the #1 seed. So the expectation is they'd go home the winner. We'll see.
Let's talk about Lakeside for a moment. Emma Mayweather, even though they are some of the parts, Emma Mayweather, one of their leaders.
Absolutely. In recent games, had a triple-double. She can get it done in the paint. She's 6'4".
We welcome you to Sacramento, California. We are at the Sleep Train Arena. Final time, the CIF State Basketball Championships will be held in this venerable old place. Let's take a look at what's on tap. Full day, full night of action for you. We begin here in the Girls Division 5 Championships. It'll be Village Christian out of Southern California, Eastside Prep representing Northern California. The Boys Division 5 will follow. St. Bernard's of Southern California, St. Joseph's of Alameda representing Northern California. Then the girls D3, it'll be Lakeside out of the south, Sacred Heart Cathedral out of the north. Tonight, Boys Division 3, Ayala and Manteca. Then the girls Division 1 follows that, Brea Linda versus St. Francis, and the Boys Division 1 will wrap up the evening. It'll be Crespi against Berkeley. And hello again, everybody. I'm Barry Tompkins once more with my partner, Mary Murphy. And Mary, what's great about both this day and Saturday, one championship after another, Cinderella all the way around.
Exactly right. Whether you've been here before or never been here, you can feel the excitement growing. It's going to be here in Sacramento all weekend long, and we're glad to be a part of it.
All right, let's talk about our first game, Village Christian and Eastside Prep. For Village Christian, as Leslie Aguilar goes, so goes Village Christian.
Absolutely. A team that's never been to the state finals. They're excited to be here. And this is a guard that does it all. At 5'7", the sophomore scores, boards, assists, steals, and she does a terrific job of getting to the free throw line.
All right, let's talk about Eastside Prep for a moment. They want to run the ball up and down the floor. They only have 7 players, but they get it done, and it's a sophomore that leads them, Kayla Tahafe.
And she does a terrific job. Played in the championship game a year ago as a freshman. Crafty, attacking earlier this year. She had 35 points. They need big numbers from her this morning.
And what a story they are. They only have 7 players, as we said. They don't have any seniors. And you know what? They don't have any juniors. All freshmen and sophomores. You talk about Cinderella. They're hoping to step into the slipper today.
When it comes to pizza, always make it Mountain Mike's.
Who wants Mountain Mike's?
I do.
I'll get the coupon.
Don't waste valuable time looking for coupons.
I'll check my purse, you check the mail.
Visit mountainmikes.com and see all the specials in your area in one easy place. When you want the best tasting pizza with only the freshest ingredients, real cheese, and loaded with your favorite toppings, make it Mountain Mike's.
Mountain Mike's.
Mountain Mike's. Pizza the way it ought to be.
There are a lot of entertainment providers claiming to have the best service, but when all of their ads are saying the same thing, what can you believe? Here's an idea. Don't believe any of it. See for yourself. Introducing the Xfinity X1 Challenge. Let's find out which service is better, yours or Xfinity X1. X1 has the easiest search, recommendations, and a remote that you can actually speak into. But don't take my word for it. Take the X1 Challenge.
Upgrade and see how Xfinity X1 stacks up. Call or visit xfinity.com/challenge.
And we welcome you back to the Sleep Train Arena. We get started on a long day and long night. night, which continues on into Saturday here in the State High School Championships. Here are the lineups for our first game of the afternoon. Village Christian will begin with Avery O'Neill. Isel Santiago will not start. Peyton Ruiz will get that start, and there she is. Leslie Aguilar, Michaela Cacho, Negrete, Rihanna Bay, Kayla Tahafi, about whom we spoke, Caleb Mahan, Alea Bell, and Zion Gabriel for Eastside Prep. Let's meet the third member of our broadcast team before we get started. Here's Drew Schiller. Drew?
Well, 10 a.m. is an unusual time for a basketball game. So as these teams were warming up, I asked the coaches if they changed up their routines this week to prepare for the early start. Eastside Prep head coach Donovan Blythe said he did not have to change a thing at all because his team has been practicing at 5:45 a.m. all season long, so they are used to this. And the Panthers played in this game a year ago. Village Christian head coach John Sampang had somewhat of a different answer. He said he began scheduling practices as early as 6 a.m. just within the last couple of weeks to prepare his team for this very moment. So, Barry and Mary, did you guys do anything different this week to prepare for the early start?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I did. I went to bed at 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon.
I set 3 different alarms to make sure they'd go off this morning.
So we have a little stutter step to start things here, and immediately a substitution comes on for Village Christian as Mercy Odima comes in, and Isel Santiago, who did get the starting call, will leave. That is Rihanna Bay, I beg your pardon. To the basket with the right hand, and missing that shot was Alea Bell, and the rebound down to Eastside Prep. This is Leslie Aguilar.
It's going to be important for Village Christian to really take advantage of their size. It's not something Eastside College Prep has a lot of.
It's a really interesting matchup because really it is the size of Village Christian, the speed of Eastside Prep.
And all that experience for Eastside, because they were here a year ago, they are extremely focused. They lost that championship game by 4 points. Talked to Coach before the game, and he said they have been focused all season long on getting here and getting the win.
A little bit of a case of nerves, I think, for both teams early in this game. This is Odima down low. Big size advantage. The shot clock went off, but the basket is good.
She has worked so hard on that footwork, and you saw it there. Committed to the inside, then the drop step to the baseline.
On the floor, all the way to the basket, too hard with the shot that time was Tahafi. This is Leslie Aguilar, a real steadying factor on this Village Christian team. Drop this down for Odima again. Odima looks like she can make that catch almost every time.
And it looks like the game plan is to get it to her every time, and why not? It's a very NBA approach. If something's working, keep going to it.
Absolutely. This is Tahafe, and they throw it away. So Eastside Prep having a little trouble getting on track here.
The 6'4" junior, nice little drop step, and then here's the second one. Earlier this year, she had 29 points. Reads the defense beautifully here. Well done.
Other thing you gotta like about her, didn't bring the ball down.
Right. Some three-quarter court pressure.
Aguilar just went down, lost the handle all the way to the basket for the easy deuce that time was Zion Gabriel.
So what's the recipe for success for Eastside College Prep? You just saw it. You've got to turn your opponent over and take it the other way so the size inside isn't there to hurt you.
Full court pressure this time. And now a trap on the sideline, but good job to get away from it by Aguilar, and a reach-in foul going to be called on Gabriel.
Here's the turnover. Can't pick the ball up. Trying to work the ball up the floor, loses balance. And this team knows what to do with it after they get the turnover. There is no hesitation. They go north and south.
Avery O'Neill to inbound, playing with a broken nose she suffered in the playoffs in Southern California. Odima now wide open look for O'Neill, can't make it off the window.
When there's that much size, you got to get good solid box outs, and you see that out of Eastside.
Hard to the basket this time for the score was Alea Bell.
Bell had 10 first quarter points in the win against St. Joe. She is dynamic. This is a team, as you see right there, that gets after it.
Leah Bell just stepped in front of that little bit of a lazy pass for Odima. Open tray this time for Mahan. She can't get it, but a second chance for Bell. Once again, the shot is up and good by Mahan.
She only averages about 5 points a game, but she really makes this team go. It's a very, very young team. Eastside College Prep, 19 and 11 on the season.
That's O'Neal. She can't get it to drop, but a second chance once again. I beg your pardon, it was not O'Neal. It was Michaela Cacho Negrete with the shot. Here comes Eastside Prep. Mahan once again. A little bit short this time. Eastside Prep will maintain possession. Zion Gabriel the inbound.
Zone defense.
Not a bad idea.
Now we've got that much size on the baseline and inside, and it is one and done.
Tahafe missed the shot. Odimo the rebound. In the corner, and a three-point shot is up and good by Michaela Cacho Negrete.
They love her in that corner. She's a 36% three-point shooter.
Open once again at the other end, Rihanna Bell, but Bay rather, but she can't get it to go. Loose ball, run down, and a foul.
5'10" sophomore Cacho Negrete. In one game earlier this year, 5 of 6 from three-point range in 4 games. 7 times this year. She made 4 threes in one game. It's a great balance. Stretch the defense with all the size inside.
And a turnover, she traveled. And we'll jump off the track here. 3:57 remaining first quarter. It's a 7-6 ball game. Still a little bit of nerves on both sides. 1-point game, and we're coming back right after this.
Legend says Thor's hand made a hammer mighty. Well, in some hands, every tool becomes mighty. An all-powerful impact wrench. A supreme on-car lathe. The 4,000 ASE certified technicians of Firestone Complete Auto Care prove a tool's only as good as the hands behind it. Firestone Complete Auto Care. Whatever you drive, drive a Firestone.
Hey, bud. Cheryl, looking forward to the weekend?
Are you exposing yourself by using your personal phone number as your business line? Personal numbers aren't for work. Add a second number to your smartphone with Sideline. If you have a work phone and a personal phone, that can really cramp your style. Stop carrying 2 phones.
Hello?
Add a second number to your smartphone with Sideline.
.57 remaining here in the first quarter, and of course Eastside Prep no stranger to this final game. Last year they were here in the D5 final. They stayed in the game thanks to some great shooting from Chastity Cunningham, but La Jolla Country Days' Alicia Stiles just made it too tough. Too many big plays down the stretch. The Tories and La Jolla Country Day coming out on top 40-36, and you get a look at Donovan Blythe, the coach for 9 years at Eastside Prep, and what a great job he has done.
And continues to do. They lost 2 players that went on to play Division I college basketball this year, and they are back starting the season with 11 combined freshmen and sophomores. You talk about young, not a whole lot of size. What an accomplishment to get here today.
Absolutely. And you talk about that record, too. A little misleading because they play some teams that are from bigger schools, and they play a pretty tough schedule. Odima comes up a little short on a second chance. Is finally yanked out of there by Rihanna Bay.
They fear no one, schedule everyone. And these 5:45 practices are showing up early.
Yeah, that takes dedication in and of itself.
Indeed.
That's the half A, and she can't get it to go. Struggling a little bit from the field early in this game, but they throw it away, does Village Christian.
The key for this game clearly is Village Christian taking care of the basketball, whether you're in the half court, the full court, pushing the ball ahead, taking advantage of your three-point shooters and your size inside.
This is to Hafe. It was Alea Bell who missed that last layup try. Tried to kick out for Zion Gabriel. It was fast-handed out of bounds. It's going to be out of bounds to Village Christian. Say that Eastside Prep touched it last. Substitution as Marani McGuire comes into the ball game now for the Village Christian Crusaders.
2-2-1, full court pressure.
This is Aguilar. Aguilar hadn't had very many looks so far in this game, doing a pretty good job picking her up way on the perimeter. Here she takes it to the basket, puts it up and in off the window.
You get so concerned about the perimeter shot and the big inside that it really opens up some driving lanes.
This is Gabriel. Now Mahan. Taking a look here at Aguilar.
Well, we talked about her in the opening. You can see it here, just a little hesitation and a beautiful job of avoiding the charge, cut it back inside and get the clean look at the bucket. Shoots 44% from the floor.
Pass came inside to Alea Bell, and she was tied up immediately, and the possession arrow will belong to Village Christian. So Village Christian with the ball and a three-point lead here. This is Aguilar.
Nice job of passing the ball ahead.
A lot of turnovers early in this game, but as we said, a little bit of a case of nerves. Too hard off the window that time by Cacho Negrete. And the putback.
Averages about 13 a game.
That's going to be a block foul on O'Neal. Still non-shooting. Village Christian now on a 7-0 run. Biggest lead of the game, 5 points.
Having trouble finding someone to inbound the ball to. 2-3 zone. Had a lot of success with that this year.
And just tried to force that pass inside, couldn't do it. It's picked off, another turnover.
Aguilar, really nice job stepping into that passing lane and getting the steal.
Aguilar comes behind a screen, gets into traffic, leaves it nicely for Odima.
Nice help rotation by Tahafe, but unfortunately, when you help, somebody else is open, and when they're big, when they're 6'4", that's points. Nice job, dish it. Penetration, help, recover, no one drops in the hole. And Odima.
They don't have an answer for her right now.
No, I'm not sure. The answer is going to be in the pressure. You've got to turn it over up front, because if she gets the ball in her hands, it's impossible to stop her. You just don't have anybody that can challenge that shot.
Mercy Odima, as you see, was born in Kenya. Has been here since she was a kid, though. Come to think of it, she's still a kid, isn't she?
She is, speaks 3 languages, which really helps the transition when you come to a new place.
High percentage shooter, shoots 59%. And showing you why today. Second chance this time by Bell, and she can't get it to go, kick it out. Spinning into the lane and coming up short again. Right now, lid on the basket for Eastside Prep. Going to get a foul, though, called against O'Neal, who comes away limping. Already has a broken nose. Now she comes out of that scrum limping a bit, and she'll be replaced by Peyton Ruiz.
It's going to be tough to keep the 5'10" senior out. I mean, when you finally make it to the state finals, you're going to get that thing looked at and get yourself back out there as fast as possible.
Eastside Prep started the game 2 of 4, and now they've missed their last 8 field goal attempts, and a lot of them have been pretty much at point-blank range. Aguilar. And a 9-point lead now for the Crusaders.
She's doing a nice job of getting herself into the paint.
Scoring drought stops as Zion Gabriel scores for Eastside Prep. Pressure of Eastside Prep not affecting Village Christian at all. We're going to get a foul from, well, going to be a travel.
It was a beautiful pass inside by Cacho Negrete. Just nice touch. Been working together all season long, and you just get that beautiful pass inside. And is there anything better than having a 6'4" post player to pass the ball to?
No, especially when you're being defended by a 5'8". Long tray by Gabriel won't go, and Odima there for the rebound. And she's tied up immediately. It's the one time she brought the ball down.
Yeah, and when you've been a small team all season long, if you see opportunities, you got to go grab it, and that's exactly what they do. Odima brings it down, and you're just saying, please come and grab this thing. They've got to grab every opportunity they can.
Open look this time for Bell, and it won't go. Went on all sides of the basket, but wouldn't go. Mahan gives him a second chance. That won't go. Rather Tahafi. And a three-point try at the buzzer also comes up short. Tough first quarter for Eastside Prep. And at the end of the first period, it has been all Village Christian. They lead it by 7. It's a 15-8 ball game. Eastside Prep just not getting shots to go down. They've had a lot of good looks, a lot of high percentage shots, just not happening so far for them. 7-point lead, Village Christian at the break.
The 2016 Olympic Games, this summer from Rio.
At Compare.com, we're always looking for ways to speed up your car insurance search. Here's the latest. Problem is, we haven't figured out how to reverse it. For now, just log on to Compare.com, plug in some simple info, and get up to 50 free quotes. Choose the lowest and hit purchase. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm late for an important function. Compare.com, saving humanity from high insurance rates.
At 6:30 on CSN California.
15-8 ball game. Village Christian over Eastside Prep after the end of the first period. You're looking at Coach John Sampang. He's in his 6th year, won 97 games against 75 losses in his career at Village Christian. 26-8 this year. They play in the Olympic League. They come out of Southern California. They were the 8th seed going into that tournament, came out a winner, and guess what? They got a 7-point lead in the championship game.
And they defeated number 9 to get here. They defeated number 1, Flint Ridge Prep, to get here, and the number 5 seed to make it to their first state title game.
Good look this time for McGuire, but she cannot get it to go. And the rebound down into the hands of Gabriel. This time putting it on the floor to the basket and drawing the foul was Alea Bell.
It's got to be up-tempo for this team. Puts it on the floor, little head and shoulder fake, and you can see the foul. Grabbing the arm. And like so much of this team, this is a sophomore, played here a year ago. I mentioned earlier, had 21 points against St. Joe in the game that got this team here. 10 points in the first quarter. Barry, that's called setting the table.
I'll say.
Has been nursing a leg injury. Looks solid today.
First free throws of the game here to start the second quarter, and that reduces the Crusaders' lead to 5. Again, full court pressure. And they turn it over. And a foul over the top on Odima.
Key thing when you're seeing pressure, you've got to go meet the ball. You can't wait for the ball to come to you. When you're playing a defense that's fired up and gets after it, they're moving towards it. You've got to move towards it as well.
So this is Tahafe. She really hasn't gotten started yet, but prolific scorer.
Runs the show, good size, good strength.
Gabriel got hit after she let the ball go, but no foul. And here come the Crusaders.
Gabriel, the best three-point threat. They need to get her going.
Give it up to Odima. Again, she just simply shot over to Hafe.
She did a nice job of composing herself.
Tahafe, nice pass this time down low, and the turnaround will not go for Bell, and a foul underneath.
Mercy. Odima working hard. Good hands. And then the little step back. When you know you've got the size advantage, just rip it through, get the ball up, and takes her time. Very calm.
Really love the way Aguilar is running this team. Very under control.
Just a sophomore.
Again, down low. And Odima just comes up short, gets it back, and scores and one.
She's got that move down. She misses the first, but stays with it. You must make sure if she misses one, you don't give her a second opportunity. The odds are not good. Already 10 points of her team's 19, and we're just in the middle of the second quarter.
And a chance to make this a three-point play. And she does.
Read an article about her daily schedule in Kenya, which was really regimented. She started every day at 4 a.m. and went all the way through to 10 p.m. So the start here today will not be bothersome.
5:30 practices, piece of cake. Timeout here called, and I think this is kind of a stop the bleeding timeout called by Donovan Blythe. And I'm not sure what he can do. He's got a real matchup problem down low. Mercy Odima, as you said, 11 points now in the ball game.
Just doing a nice job of controlling the paint. Every time she gets the ball, great touches inside, keeps her head up, locates where she needs to be. Really turns and faces so well, and nice follow through.
And a turnover once again. This one's picked up by Cacho Negrete.
Coming out of a timeout, that's the last thing you want. You really want to run a nice set, get a good look.
Back up top now.
2-3 zone.
Cacho Negrete for three.
I mean, she's a 36% three-point shooter. That's for real.
Got beat back the other way, though, as Alea Bell lays it in.
Hey, make Miss Steele. Eastside College Prep wants to run. They have got to get this tempo up.
And Aguilar, really clearly the quarterback of this team, gets a nice screen from Odima, blows right by her, takes it all the way, comes up short. Fight for the rebound, she gets it back. Aguilar, that's Cacho Negrete. She can't get it to go. Fourth chance won't go. Got a fifth chance and a foul.
But these misses are almost like assists because of the size differential. Draw, kick corner. The lefty lines it up, and Cacho Negrete knocks down another one. And then it just turns into a rebounding drill till you can either get fouled or get one to go down.
So Cacho Negrete at the line.
Yeah, they consider her a stretch four. She can really extend defenses with that great touch.
Gonna get a foul this time. I think they're gonna get Odima fouling Tahafe.
And you can see the body control, just way too much contact on that drive. And
called it on Peyton Ruiz, not on Odima. Gabriel to the basket, blocked by Odima.
Trying to draw Odima high to open up the driving lanes low, but just reacts to the ball very well.
Tahafe to inbound, finally finds Bell. Now Tahafe drives baseline, cut off by Odima. Bell comes across the lane, and the shot and the miss by Mahan. Well defended again. Long passes picked off this time by Zion Gabriel, and Eastside Prep will have another opportunity here.
Gabriel, a great three-point shooter. They need to get her going.
Bell, nice little jump stop and the lean in for the score. Once again, Cacho Negrete had to rush that one just a little bit. And the rebound comes down to Gabriel. Gabriel's going to push. Now she's got to wait for help.
Need to get her some touches.
Up top, open look this time for Mahan, but that comes up short. And Ojima with another rebound. I'm going to get a reach-in foul, I think, on number 11, Zion Gabriel.
Dima, follow the basketball. Shot goes up, get to that opposite block, clear some space, and you're ready for your defensive rebound.
Mina Tomilau comes into the ball game for Eastside Prep. Gabriel will leave. It's McGuire, now Aguilar.
Nice job moving the basketball, make the zone move.
Skip pass for Aguilar. Aguilar off the window, comes up short, and it's going to be out of bounds to Eastside Prep.
Better defensive possession for Eastside College Prep on that one.
And we'll take a timeout. 3:59 remaining here in the second quarter. 25-14, Village Christian.
Hi, can you help us with a Tough Shed storage building?
Would you like something like this?
That's perfect.
Cool. Do you guys sell Tough Shed garages too? We sure do, and I can help. Great, thanks.
Legendary Tough Shed quality plus the convenience of the Home Depot. Right now, choose 3 upgrades for free on installed Sundance Series sheds, plus no interest if paid in full within 6 months on Tough Shed purchases of $299 or more.
Every day, America prints about $500 million. Wow. Sadly, a whole bunch of those dollars are used to pay too much for car insurance. Luckily, there's Esurance. Born online, raised by technology, and majors in efficiency, which saves dollars. And when they save, you save. So you can tell some of your dollars, good news, gang, we're going out for ice cream. Auto and home insurance for the modern world. Esurance, backed by Allstate. Click or call.
It's the guys from St. Bernard. They'll be playing later on this afternoon. Watching Village Christian with an 11-point lead over Eastside Prep. This is the girls' Division V championships. Just under 4 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. In the game so far, dominated by the Crusaders of Village Christian. Size been a big difference.
It has some three-point shooting. They made 2 of those, and just heads-up play, doing a nice job taking care of the basketball. And Aguilar's been right in the middle of that.
Saw Bell go hard in the basket, had a good look, and just could not get it to fall. And that in microcosm has been the story for Eastside Prep.
Aguilar just running the show, getting people where she wants them.
And had a good look for that, but it wouldn't drop, and the rebound down this time into the hands of Mina Tomilau.
Opportunity to get it to single digits.
They can put points up in a hurry once they get it going. That's Bell to the basket.
Nice job. Again, they're able to draw the 6'4" post player high, and it opened up that driving lane so you don't have to worry about the shot getting blocked.
Peyton Ruiz this time. Now Aguilar looked low, but right now the double team, Odima, are dropping down as soon as she gets a touch.
You really have to.
Cacho Negrete tries baseline. Give it up this time, and the shot clock runs out. Good defensive set that time for Eastside Prep.
Exactly right, and you need to build on that. You've done a good job. Next time down, you're going to feel a little more confident in that aggressiveness.
Nice adjustment made by Donovan Blythe in that last time out. Gonna get a reach-in foul this time. A little too aggressive, Peyton Ruiz.
This is where Tahafe's experience really shows through. She's strong, she protects the ball, defense steps out, and she just knows how to create the contact and get to the free throw line.
Shooting situation now, 1-1. Gets the first. And suddenly an 8-point game.
58% free throw shooter. She's gone to the line more than anybody on this team, and you can understand why, the physical style of play.
1 out of 2, but a second chance, and scoring off the window was Tahafe.
And suddenly you're down 6, and you're feeling the light at the end of the tunnel.
7-0 run now for Eastside Prep. Aguilar thought about it, had it knocked away, but it comes right back to McGuire. Tried to drop it down this time, and a travel.
And that's really what you need to do. Start putting some doubt into the minds of the players of Village Christian and get them thinking about their dribbles and their passes and where they want to go with it.
Right now, they've got Village Christian on its heels.
Eastside College Prep has not made a three-pointer yet.
Again, to the basket, Tahafe. She's cut off nicely, and that's a travel. Just took that little stutter step.
Normally happens when you're thinking a little too much instead of just going with what feels right. Turnovers, Village Christian has 11, Eastside College Prep 8.
Lots of turnovers.
Yes.
This is Ruiz. Cut off nicely by Tahafe. Now Aguilar. Aguilar with Bay right in her pocket.
Yeah, Bay is really working hard.
And that time, 2 Eastside Prep players collided. The ball goes out of bounds to Village Christian.
Well, they're just throwing themselves at that rebound with almost a desperate sense, like we've got to go get it.
Something to that. O'Neal back in the ball game. Good to see her back. Here's Odima once again. She draws a crowd. Give it up nicely to O'Neal, who scores.
Everything works perfectly, but just not the size to defend the pass to the weak side low.
And another travel call against the Panthers of Eastside Prep.
So as we head towards halftime, a big defensive possession for Eastside College Prep.
So a chance to take this back to double digits here.
Look how methodical Aguilar has been. She hasn't been rattled. She just brings it up and gets them organized, and she's never in a hurry.
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody always talks about senior leadership. You can't say too much about it. Kacha Negretti off the back iron. And we're going to get a foul against, I think they're going to call this on O'Neal.
O'Neal, one of the big rebounders for Village Christian, averages 6 a game.
And it was called on Ruiz, I beg your pardon, and that's going to be Ruiz's 3rd personal foul.
And she's their lockdown defender, so that will hurt Village Christian.
John Sampang's going to leave her out there, though. I beg your pardon, the foul was, as we said originally, on O'Neal, so not on Ruiz. First free throw is good by Rihanna Bay.
Off made free throws, it'll enable Eastside College Prep to set up their full court pressure.
Bay's second comes up short. Ruiz with a rebound. Almost knocked away, but Aguilar right there to handle it. Aguilar comes up short. Odima with a rebound. The putback too hard. Gets it back again. Puts it up again. Comes up short. And it's still run down by Aguilar. I have another opportunity. She comes up short, and finally Gabriel gets it out of there.
Finally some space for a box out. Lots of opportunities for Village Christian.
Gonna get a kick here.
And that habit that a big has sometimes to put it on the floor and take themselves a little further away from the bucket, something that in time Odima will really be able to learn not to do.
And a real chance here to get as close as they've been in a long time at halftime. Three-point try is good that time, the first one of the day. Zion Gabriel gets it down, and just like that, it's a 4-point game.
1 of 9 from 3, and that one is big as you head into halftime.
Aguilar all the way to the basket. Let her go, put it up with the left hand, score.
She's just in charge, isn't she?
Does a great job. And that's the way the first half will come to an end. It's a 6-point ball game, seesaw kind of game. And right now, you have an idea those nerves are behind both teams, and we're getting out of business.
We are. We can really understand how each team is going to win this game, what they have to do, and the adjustments that they will work towards at halftime.
Great start by Valley Christian. Nice comeback at the end of the first half by Eastside Prep. That's where we stand right now. 29-23, a 6-point ball game at the intermission. And turnovers really have been the story of the game. I think a little case of nerves early in the game. But as we said, both teams seemingly settling down right now. We're going to get an opportunity to talk with Village Christian coach John Sampang. He right now is with Drew Schiller. Drew?
Coach Mercy Odima with 11 points here in the first half. I imagine the game plan in the second half is to keep feeding her the ball.
Oh, definitely. They switched it up to us from a man to a zone, so we had that transition. So as long as we get, faster down the court and Mercy post hard, we'll be in great shape.
You guys have the 6-point lead. However, 13 turnovers in the first half. I imagine that's a point of emphasis in the locker room?
Definitely. The turnovers, I think, come from the fatigue of it. I think they're not mentally there yet, but they'll come back fighting and shrouding.
Good luck in the second half. Barry, back to you.
All right, thanks very much, Drew. Well, I think he said it pretty well. Try to get it to the big person down low. She's done a great job so far. Wasn't quite so easy toward the end of the first half, though. 6-point ball game at the intermission, 29-23, Village Christian.
At Roundtable, flavor starts with fresh ingredients, like those in the new sausage and sweet pepper supreme pizza. With lots of primo pepperoni and large Italian sausage, slices of fresh sweet orange, yellow, and red peppers, fresh mozzarella, fresh basil, and our famous 3-cheese combination, all atop a crust made with dough we roll fresh daily. The new sausage and sweet pepper supreme pizza is easy to order from your mobile phone or tablet. Or if you want flavor fresh from the farm, come to the table. Roundtable, the last honest pizza.
Business consultants are supposed to help your business, so you expect more from them than just another outrageous bill. We're RGP. We give you top-level people and solutions for a fraction of what you'd pay traditional consultants. Higher quality, lower cost. That's RGP. Resources Global Professionals. Consulting from the inside out.
I love to take pictures that engage people and to connect us with the wonderment of nature. The detail on this surface brick is amazing. With the tiger image, there's saliva coming off, and you've got this turn, and that's why I need this kind of resolution and computing power. Being able to use a pen like this on a screen directly with the image, it just gives me a different relationship to it. And I can't do that on my Mac. This is brilliant for me.
Introducing Comcast Business Wi-Fi Pro with next-level speed, marketing, and control features. Plus, Wi-Fi Pro offers what CenturyLink's Wi-Fi doesn't. Advanced security, coverage, millions of hotspots nationwide, and more. Looks like taking your business to the next level starts with ditching CenturyLink. Give your business an edge with Comcast Business Wi-Fi Pro. Get Wi-Fi Pro for only $19.95 more per month.
Welcome back to Sleep Train Arena, to the Division V Girls California State Championship game. A very exciting first half. Village Christian leads Eastside Prep by 6 points, and we have a full slate of games for you here today in Sacramento. After this one, 5 more games coming up at noon. St. Bernard takes on St. Joseph Notre Dame. And then the girls' Division III game, Lakeside versus Sacred Heart Prep. Later tonight at 6 p.m., Brea Olinda taking on St. Francis in the girls' Division I matchup. And the boys' Division I matchup, Crespi taking on Berkeley. Crespi is ranked 6th in the state of California and 15th nationally. Well, coming up after the break, we will have Barry and Mary breaking down the first half. We'll have some highlights. We got a 6-point game at the half. Eastside Prep looking to get the win after losing in this game a year ago.
This is how I dress to get a mortgage. I just go to Lending Tree. I calculate how much home I can afford. I get multiple offers to compare side by side. And the best part is, the banks come crawling to me.
Lending Tree. When banks compete, you win.
We had no business plan. We had no money.
My brother and I saw an opportunity and decided to go for it. We're really passionate about what we make, and although the paper bag business doesn't sound that interesting, it can be. Impact was started by a family. We put family first. Whether you're related or not, you're treated as a part of the Impact family. Bank of the West understands our values, and when we walk into the bank, we feel like family.
New from Panda Express. Pacific chili shrimp, premium shrimp and hand-cut vegetables, wok-tossed in our house-made ginger garlic chili sauce. A dish in perfect harmony. Only at Panda Express, where good fortune smiles.
Attention Medicare beneficiaries. If you are on Medicare and struggling to afford the out-of-pocket costs, there is coverage available that includes dental, vision, and prescription drugs. There are benefits with zero copays and zero deductibles. You are allowed to update your coverage. Call the Medicare Coverage Helpline now. If you have Medicare Part A, B, or a Medicare Advantage plan, call the Medicare Coverage Helpline to update your coverage. Free call, free advice, no obligation.
You may be taking new medications or need dental or vision care, or the copays and deductibles are hard to afford. All of this is costing you more than you thought it would. There is a solution. You can call and update your coverage. The call and the advice are free. Call now.
The Medicare Coverage Helpline. Free call, free advice, no obligation. Make sure you have all you deserve and update your coverage. Call the Medicare Coverage Helpline now.
Call 800-247-8566. That's 800-247-8566. 800-247-8566.
Welcome you back to Sacramento. Beautiful spring day. 29-23 ball game here at the intermission of our first game of a long weekend of high school championship games. Village Christian and Eastside Prep. Barry Tompkins, Mary Murphy alongside. Interesting first half. I thought a case of nerves early. Both teams settled down, but got to take care of the basketball.
Exactly right, and that really may determine which team wins this game, because if Village Christian continues to do what they do well, get the ball inside, get it to their three-point shooters, they're going to be in a great position to win a state title.
And we talked earlier about senior leadership, and certainly Village Christian has that. There are no seniors on the Eastside Prep team, and that really counts in a big game like this one is.
It does, but I think for Eastside, that experience from a year ago, 3 players that started for them played last year in the state finals, and they're hungry for it. They're going to have to get a little hungrier. They need to force a little more action.
Leslie Aguilar is that steadying kind of player. She is one of the seniors we talked about. Only 2 in this entire game, incidentally, but took care of business for her team in the first half.
She did. I thought she ran the show nicely. She helped them really get the floor spread. At times looking for her offense, attacking there when the lane was open, doing a nice job of kicking corner, getting it to her big scorer inside. And just in general, on both ends of the floor, everyone knows where to turn to. They know who the decider is.
And for Eastside Prep, Alea Bell. She got a lot of looks. Finally, the ball started to fall for her toward the end of the half.
But that's the thing about this team. They rely on a couple of players to score most of the points, so you've got to stay aggressive. Even if you get some shots blocked, find a lane and just keep going.
Here are the numbers at the end of the first half, and the one, of course, that jumps out is the one down at the bottom. 13 turnovers and 4 assists for Village Christian.
Exactly right. When you look at the three-point shooting for Eastside College Prep, they need to make more. They've got the ability to make more. This is going to be a great second half.
All right, as a coach, which you did for a long time, what do you say to your teams now? I think halftime adjustments are going to be a real key in this game.
Absolutely. For Village Christian, just try to cut down on those turnovers, because with all those extra opportunities, if you can get it inside, that's money in the bank. And for Eastside College Prep, this tempo's got to change. It's got to be more up-tempo, more steals, more running, more looks at the bucket.
Eastside Prep seemed to do a little bit better job defending the post in the latter part of the first half, and that could be a real key.
You've got to be aggressive. You've got to bring the double team, turn her into a passer, but boy, then everybody else has got to scramble and take away the passing lanes.
Bottom line is, this is a game that seems to be sitting there waiting for somebody just to take it.
Exactly. I thought Village Christian put themselves in a position to really push right through and have it be all of them, but Eastside College Prep came on strong at the end of that first half. See what happens in the second.
You know, again, the thing that we talked about at the beginning of this program was the fact that it's going to be the size of Village Christian, the speed of Eastside Prep. Each team had its moments, so who's going to take charge in the second half?
They did, and we're going to see if senior leadership is what matters, or if a group of freshmen and sophomores who've been here before can win a championship.
That's what makes this tournament what it is. It's the state high school championships. We're going to be with you. We're just getting started here. All day today, into the evening, all day Saturday, into the evening. We are chock full of basketball.
We need to be ready for whatever weather may come our way.
My name is Scott Strenfeld, and I'm a meteorologist at PG&E. We make sure that our crews, as well as our customers, are prepared to how weather may impact their energy. So every single day, we're monitoring the weather. And when storm events arise, our forecasts get crews out ahead of the storm to minimize any outages. During storm season, we want our customers to be ready and stay safe. Learn how you can be prepared at pge.com/beprepared.
Together, we're building a better California.
When it comes to pizza, always make it Mountain Mike's.
Who wants Mountain Mike's? I do.
I'll get the coupon. Don't waste valuable time looking for coupons.
I'll check my purse, you check the mail.
Visit mountainmikes.com and see all the specials in your area in one easy place. When you want the best tasting pizza with only the freshest ingredients, real cheese, and loaded with your favorite toppings, make it Mountain Mike's.
Mountain Mike's.
Mountain Mike's. Pizza the way it ought to be.
Hey, bud. Cheryl, looking forward to the weekend?
Are you exposing yourself by using your personal phone number as your business line? Personal numbers aren't for work. Add a second number to your smartphone with Sideline. If you have a work phone and a personal phone, that can really cramp your style. Stop carrying two phones.
Hello?
Add a second number to your smartphone with Sideline.
Brian Winther is your champion in 2012 in the RE/MAX World Long Drive Championship.
Max Muscle put the power in my swing, and they can do it for you too. My certified nutrition coach was with me every step of the way. He introduced me to products like CX3 and 2TX. To be the best, I only take the best. And that's why I go to Max Muscle Sports Nutrition.
To find a store near you, go to maxmusclenorcal.com.
We welcome you back. 29-23 ball game as we prepare to start the second half. We move into the third quarter with a 6-point lead for Village Christian. Village Christian getting it done with their big three.
Exactly right. 10 points from Adema inside at 6'4", the junior, going to work. Aguilar, assists, scoring, running the show. She's got 6 points. Nakacho Negrete, 3-point range. She's got 11. Boy, does she just settle things down.
There are the numbers. Mercy Odema with 11 points and 11 boards. A lot of them on the offensive end. Michaela Cacho Negrete with 10 points and 5 boards. And Leslie Aguilar, 6 points and 3 rebounds. We've been talking about senior leadership. And interestingly enough, I was thinking that Leslie Aguilar was a senior. She's a sophomore. Plays like a senior. How's that?
She does.
Right now, let's go to Drew Schiller. Drew, you had an opportunity to talk with Donovan Blythe. What do you have to say?
Yes, I did. He stressed the importance of boxing out. Village Christian had 12 offensive rebounds in the first half, and he wants his team to continue to pressure, to force turnovers, and speed the tempo up, get out in transition, and get easy baskets. Obviously, easier said than done when you're going against Mercy Odema inside.
All right, thanks very much, Drew. Well, they started to do that, did Eastside Prep, toward the end of the first half. Started to get the tempo in their favor. We'll see if they can pick up where they left off. It's a 6-point game, so a game, as we said earlier, that is there for the taking. 3-point shooting really off for Eastside Prep. They didn't make their first one until just before the end of the first half. 1 of 9 on the day. Eastside Prep will have the first possessions on Gabriel. We'll inbound, and we're underway.
Gabriel hit that 3-pointer towards the end of the second quarter. Her catching fire a little bit from 3-point range would be a huge lift.
Bell to the basket with the left hand, draws the foot. No, she traveled.
That's what a shot blocker will do to you. You've made one decision and you look up and go, oh no.
Full court pressure by Eastside Prep. It's just kind of token. They show it and then back off.
Man to man.
Drop this down to Aguilar, and she's picked clean.
That's that flying around defense we've talked about. You saw it there. You rotate in the help, just not for the position, but to say, hey, if she gets the ball, she's going to score. I can't let the ball arrive.
Gabriel.
You get the first bucket of this third quarter. Big lift for your team.
Absolutely. To the basket this time, and had a good look. Couldn't get it to go, though. Mina Tamelau And another turnover, traveling violation before they get to midcourt.
What a heads-up play by the freshman, Zion Gabriel. You see the outlet pass coming. You know exactly, been working on that since you're a little kid. Get there, ball arrives, travel.
2 quick turnovers to start the second half by Village Christian. They had 13 in the first half. Bell passed up a 3-point opportunity. Now back up top to Gabriel. Swinging around this time for Bay for 3. In and out, won't go. Second chance by Bell. It won't go. And finally, it's going to be off the hands of Valley Christian, and Eastside Prep will maintain possession.
They haven't had a lot of second and third opportunities, so it's important to take advantage.
Only 7 active players on this Eastside Prep roster today. Tahafe to the basket.
Use the word crafty in the open. That's a crafty move. You just bob and weave and find your way through. As close as they've been in a long time.
4-point game. Get it into the middle, and another traveling call. This time it's going to go against Aguilar.
It was a great pass to the middle of that zone. Going left. Oh, you see the big, yeah, go to your right. Clear yourself through and out of trouble.
Tahafe drives into Odima and then has to give it up. Good pass this time, a little pump fake and a tough shot thrown up by Mina Tamelo, and a foul.
Drive and put it up and be strong. A lot of size differential here, but you lead with the body, not the basketball. Get to the foul line.
That was well executed by Tamelo. Rainbow free throw drops down. Tamelo is her name. I beg your pardon, mispronouncing it.
Can't stress enough the youth of this Eastside College Prep team. All freshmen and sophomores.
Run down by Ruiz off the miss. Right now, Eastside Prep on a 14-4 run going back to the end of the second quarter.
Now in the 2-3 zone, a little bit of pressure up top. Dima working hard inside. They can't find her yet.
And Eastside Prep trying to front her. Aguilar drops in a 3.
What hasn't she done in this game?
That's a big basket. Extends the lead back to 6. Turnover. Carried the ball.
All the defensive pressure surrounding Adema and just the pressure release. You're just gonna dodge and fake me? I'm gonna step back, knock down the shot. Boy, she's been solid. The 5'7" sophomore. She does so much for this team. Earlier this year against Van Nuys, had 23 points on 10 of 19 shooting. Against Mayfield back in December, 16 rebounds. Just one of those players. What do you need? I can give it to you.
Yeah, that's exactly what they seem to be, as the sum of the parts. Timeout called here by Village Christian. Get things organized. Again, turnovers have been the real bugaboo of the Crusaders. Still, they lead by 6.
Well, the best turnovers for them are dead ball turnovers, so you're not providing an opportunity for Eastside College Prep to run the floor and get layups.
So Village Christian will have the basketball. O'Neal will inbound. Incidentally, O'Neal playing without that mask. She played with the mask. She broke her nose in the playoffs just a couple of weeks ago, but obviously it was hindering her. She's toughing it out without the mask.
I wonder if her parents approve of that.
Her dad actually was singing, was the singer of the Star Spangled Banner here.
And they're able to get the ball inside, and so the lead that they had cut to 3 now goes back up.
And quickly the other way is Tahafe for Eastside Prep.
Just like her mindset.
Put your head down, take it to the basket.
Not backing down from anybody. I don't care how big you are, long you are, strong you are.
Aguilar dropped this one down for O'Neal. Fast-handed out of bounds by Gabriel.
We're talking about Tahafe, the sophomore. Again, her ability to change direction, avoid the shot blocker, reaping dividends.
And that time, just taking it away was Gabriel, and here comes Eastside Prep.
Outstanding job, transition defense by Village Christian.
Mahan had an opportunity, backed it off, and here going to the basket, did everything but finish, was Renee Bay, I beg your pardon. Rihanna Bay. Good lick this time for O'Neal, comes up a little short, second chance Aguilar, foul.
What did Coach tell Drew Schiller? We've got to do a better job of boxing out. Great example there of when you don't, it can bite you. Get the second opportunity, you foul, and opportunity at the free throw line.
Still one more for Aguilar.
The first half, 6 points, 2 assists, a steal, a couple of rebounds, including 2 on the offensive end. It's filling up a stat sheet.
One out of 2 for Aguilar, and the lead is 7. You have an idea, though, it's a precarious lead. Tahafe cut off nicely that time. This is Bay all the way to the basket, and comes up short.
Beautiful job driving that gap in the zone, and they've had so many opportunities in that 5-foot range that have not gone down.
I think that's just the presence of Odima.
It's one of those players, when you're on offense, always on your mind. Where is she?
We'll jump away, 3:42 remaining, third quarter, still a game. 28 for Eastside Prep, 35 Village Christian.
You haven't filed a tax return in years. Doing nothing is just waiting to get caught. Going alone and representing yourself could prove harmful. I'm tax attorney Steve Moskowitz. For over 30 years, our team of attorneys and CPAs have helped people resolve these problems, even if they don't have the money to pay the taxes. Whether your case is complex or simple, we want to help you too. Call Moskowitz LLP, a tax law firm, at 888-TAX-STEAL.
Lots of things can make your engine light come on, besides your engine. A loose gas cap, a failed catalytic converter, even your transmission. At AMCO, we know how to diagnose and fix a problem no matter what it is. What makes your car's engine light come on can be confusing. Fortunately, where to take it isn't. AA, MCO. Check engine light on? We'll check it for free.
Welcome back. A 7-point ball game, 35-28. Eastside Prep will have it. 3:42 remaining here in the third quarter. You get a good look at Donovan Blythe. As we said earlier, that record is a little bit misleading because they have played some big schools, some tough teams. They were here in this game last year. They lost to La Jolla Country Day, 40-36, and Donovan Blythe would like to see that change this year on a team that only has freshmen and sophomores. What a great job he's done.
And he calls them a fun group, and he says he's never seen a bunch of freshmen and sophomores with that sense of leadership. They really want to keep this thing going. Excited to be here and put last year in the rear view mirror.
Just to get here, though, with underclassmen like he has, really says something. Bay well short with that shot. And a loose ball picked up at this time by Mahan. Mahan gets it to Tahafe, and Tahafe lost the ball to Odima, and this came right back to her. The three-point try is up and good this time by Gabriel.
Couldn't have picked a better moment. Things kind of breaking down, and a 3-ball can really take the chaos out of your offense.
Sure did there. 4-point game once again. Get this down to Odima, turn around, shoot, but it won't go. And the rebound is going to be off of Odima, out of bounds to Eastside Prep.
The Tahafe drive, a little crossover, runs into the roadblock, keeps her head up, finds her shooter, the best 3-point shooter on the team, and Gabriel delivers. course.
So now an opportunity to get as close as they have been virtually since the start of the game.
Drive kick, drive kick.
There it
Find
is
the
again.
lane.
Give it to Bay. Bay is fouled on her way to the basket by Odima.
I mean, we see this team and see youth. We see not a lot of size. They've been with each other all season long. They're used to this. They're used to playing bigger teams and what they need to do to win. They're in the state championship game.
Absolutely. And today they're playing even more shorthanded than usual. Odima, incidentally, picked up her third foul. Kiki Humphrey, who's their fourth leading scorer, is not available today. She's on the bench in sweats. McGuire will come into the lineup. Odima's going to have to sit with the 3 fouls now.
So opportunity knocking right now for Eastside College Prep. You take the great size inside defensively that has just really shut things down in the paint. Now maybe you can take advantage a little more.
Bay cannot get that one to go. It's a 3-point game.
It's where Cacho Negrete maybe comes into play a little bit more offensively.
Tried to post her up that time, but they didn't see her. McGuire in the corner. Drop this down now for O'Neal. O'Neal down low. Has it knocked away. Cacho Negrete is there for the garbage.
Great head for the ball. Saw the miss and just continued to make the move.
And Tahafe burns him all the way back and gets her own rebound. Nice job to get her own rebound. Tries to leave it this time for the cutting bell, and a foul is called.
The will of Tahafe, I mean, it's just like she wears it on her sleeve. I mean, it is just there in everything she does.
Gabriel on the run. Gabriel's been a difference maker for Eastside Prep.
There's a lot more airspace in the paint right now.
McGuire with a good look, spots up, comes up short, and the rebound down into the hands of Mahan. Here's Tahafe, takes it all the way to the basket. That has been there for them all day. They've come up short on a lot of them. Not this time, and it's a 1-point game.
And a 4-0 run since Odima went out with that third personal foul.
Aguilar is fouled.
It's a good call. The reach created the stumble. Open floor. Little step through. Bring a little Euro move to Sacramento.
Aguilar standing J, knocks it down for 3. That's a huge shot.
Big time, calm, cool, collected.
This is Bay on the floor, gives it up to Tahafe. Tahafe can't get the jumper to go, but gets it back on a hustle play. Comes up short with the follow, and here comes Ruiz the other way for Village Christian. All the way to the basket, can't score. McGuire follows.
What a great transition bucket. And the hustle to stay with the play by McGuire. Anticipate the miss, make it count.
2 big-time plays. They leave Mahan this time, and she buries the 3.
And she runs back with all the confidence in the world.
All of a sudden, 3-point shots starting to fall now for Eastside Prep.
And maybe Village Christian playing a little faster than they want to play. And what happens? Turnover.
So now a chance to get within 1 or even tie the ball game for the Panthers. 19 turnovers now for Village Christian. Tahafe, a little spin move. Leaves it for Bell to the basket. Easy. 1-point game.
All the focus on the ball handler. And the lane wide open, and she delivers.
Cacho Negrete for 3. Too long at the buzzer, and the third quarter ends. And this game is going to be decided in the final 8 minutes. It's a 42-41 ball game. Village Christian has led since the 5-minute mark of the first quarter. Right now, that lead is in peril. 1-point lead. Fourth quarter coming up.
The 2016 Olympic Games, this summer from Rio.
At Compare.com, we're always looking for ways to speed up your car insurance search. Here's the latest. Problem is, we haven't figured out how to reverse it. For now, just log on to compare.com, plug in some simple info, and get up to 50 free quotes. Choose the lowest and hit purchase. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm late for an important function. Compare.com, saving humanity from high insurance rates.
You're on the right track to save big during Sleep Train's Triple Choice Sale. For a limited time, you can choose up to 4 years interest-free financing on a Beautyrest Black Hybrid mattress, or choose to save $300 on Beautyrest and Posturepedic mattress sets. You can even choose $300 in free gifts with Sleep Train's most popular Tempur-Pedic mattresses. The Triple Choice Sale ends soon at Sleep Train.
Sleep Train, your ticket to a better night's sleep.
At 7 on CSN California.
Welcome back. 42-41 ball game as we prepare to start the final quarter. Barry Tompkins, Mary Murphy alongside, and it has been the Kayla Tahafe show in the third quarter.
Very aggressive, getting herself into the paint, making good decisions in attack mode. She's got that wicked crossover, the step through, making things happen, and just leading by example. And boy, what a quarter for her and for Eastside College Prep.
So 1 point game. Village Christian will have the ball to start the final period.
And the good news for Village Christian is Mercy Adema is back on the floor. Boy, things went downhill when she went to the bench.
Yeah. I think John Sampang thinking he better get her back in there. And I got to think now that Eastside Prep is going to take it right at her.
We only play for a state title every so often,
exactly.
So you've got to give it your absolutely best shot, and they are a much better team clearly with her on the floor.
So here we go, final 8 minutes of this game.
Keep in mind, Eastside College Prep lost last year by 4 in the championship game to La Jolla Country Day.
There's Odema down low, and she had a good look, just couldn't get it to fall, and it's picked up this time by Mahan. Here's Tahafe, spin move into the lane, couldn't get it to go. Odema, the rebound, falls down, and gonna get a grab foul, I believe, on Tahafe from behind.
And it's a good call. Just a little frustration with the miss, and you're just gonna try to grab and rip and see if you can get that possession back. But boy, how big would that make have been?
Huge. Both these teams, you said, very young. Just one senior in this game. That's O'Neal. She is on the floor right now. That shot missed badly by Aguilar, but Odema will give her team a second chance.
Time and time again, they've had second opportunities, and it pays off.
Aguilar, little jumper.
We'll go back to the Drew Schiller conversation at halftime.
Exactly.
Boxing out.
Tahafe that time cut off, give it up to Bay now. Bay comes across the lane and traffic scores.
Boy, they can take a sliver of space and turn it into a river.
Those shots that weren't falling earlier in the game now starting to fall for the Panthers. Contra Negrete drew a crowd. Odema with another offensive rebound and another one, and finally a foul going to be called. I think they got Tahafe on this one as well.
Aguilar, ball on the floor, nice little jump stop, make the short jumper. Bay on the other end, put it on the floor, go around the big, seal off with your body, clear that space for the layup.
This is O'Neal. O'Neal puts it on the deck, leaves it this time from McGuire. Wide open, couldn't get it to go. Second chance again, O'Neal, she can't get it. Odema fights for the rebound, and finally a foul underneath. They're gonna get O'Neal over the top.
Boy, if you're on the Eastside College Prep side, you were hoping maybe that fourth foul would have been called on Mercy Odema. It was not.
I think it was, actually. I think they did call Odema. I thought it was on O'Neal.
For over the back.
Yes. So that is the fourth foul, and she's going to have to sit at least for a couple of minutes.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Change your body.
Really worst case scenario, over the back. Sometimes when you know you're in foul trouble, you just have to take a step back and say, the possession is not worth the foul.
So now we'll see if Eastside Prep can take advantage. This is Day once again. They look to penetrate virtually every time. Mahan cannot get the three-point shot to go. The follow underneath is up and good by Bell, and Eastside Prep has the lead for the first time since the 5-minute mark of the first quarter.
But you're missing your 6'4" junior, Odima inside. That doesn't happen if she's on the floor.
From the corner, Cacho Negrete can't get it to go. Bell clears, and here come the Panthers.
Again, terrific job in transition, D.
Gabriel, the runner, scores.
Wait, a teardrop. And do you feel that we've been here before?
Absolutely. What a tone this would set should Eastside Prep go on to win this game. All freshmen and sophomores will be back not just next year, but the year after. And there's another one up and good by Gabriel. And Gabriel's just lighting it up. And a timeout called by John Sampang. An 8-0 run for Eastside Prep. And they are getting it done now.
And how did they do it? The putback, offensive rebound inside by Bell. Oh, yeah, Gabriel, I just don't shoot threes. How about a teardrop? Spectacular. And then we are in transition. It hasn't happened a whole lot, and it is an 8-0 run by the Panthers.
So now it's up to Village Christian to stop the bleeding and turn things around. I don't know how long, really, that John Sampang can afford to keep Odima on the bench.
Well, if he goes any deeper in deficit, I think you most definitely have to put her back out there. But we have seen two games, one when she's on the floor and one when she's not. And Eastside College Prep from East Palo Alto has done a spectacular job of adjusting when 6'4" is sitting and really being much more aggressive in getting into the paint.
So the decision falls on John Sampang now. There are 5 minutes and 10 seconds left in the game. His team trails by 5. He will keep Odima on the bench, at least for the moment.
There's a man who's seen a lot of basketball. He's coached at a lot of levels. Some great players like Jason Kidd, just putting in the time at Eastside College Prep, and what a job he's done.
Fabulous job. Small school, never has a deep bench, always gets it done. Overachieving kinds of kids. And 5:30 a.m. practices. That in itself takes dedication.
The other thing, Barry, and you touched on this, is when you play tough competition all season long, when you get to this setting, you're not in awe. You're not looking around wondering if you can do it. This is a team that believes to their core that they can and will do it.
Here's Tahafe again. Tahafe. McGuire did a good job on her that time. Now Bell, and a reach-in foul. I don't think the basket will count. It will not.
For Village Christian, you have to be very focused on, you're going to see drive, 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 dish, drive, 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 and you've got to get your feet moving. You can't reach and get to your spots.
And Odima will come into the ball game now as John Sampang just can't wait any longer. 4:44 remaining. And of course, you know Eastside Prep is going to go right at her.
And if you're Village Christian, get her touches as much as possible.
And the ball is tied up, and the possession arrow is going to be Village Christian. So good job defensively off the inbounds pass.
Boy, and what a big turnover opportunity to increase that lead to 7 or 8, and it goes away.
Village Christian, as you said, just 1 of 9 here in the fourth quarter. They look to drop it down to Odima. It's knocked out of bounds. Crusaders will keep the ball.
And if it's not there, just look for the reversal so you can bring her back to the ball.
Eastside Prep defending very tenaciously. They jump out on O'Neal. O'Neal puts it on the floor, drives the basket, and scores. Nice effort.
Nice effort. Good decision. The passes aren't there to your big-time scores. Go ahead and take what the defense gives you. Thinking about it?
Yeah, Mahan thought about it. Instead, she throws a lazy pass. It's picked up by McGuire. McGuire Gets all the way to the basket and scores off the window.
So a 4-0 run off turnovers, the jump ball and the bad pass up top.
And just like that, it is back to a one-point game.
And Adema has not touched the ball.
Bell blows by Adema, couldn't do anything about it. 3 minutes, 30 seconds left in the game. 3-point lead for Eastside Prep. Aguilar backs in, look for the shot, now gives it up to McGuire. 10 on the shot clock. Aguilar pump fake and finally lost the ball. Here's Gabriel ahead of everybody to the basket. Protect with the body, couldn't score. And the rebound is saved nicely by Bell, who tried to overpass it that time. Gets it to Tahafe, and she scores.
Talk about making something out of a mosh pit of a situation in the paint.
No style points for that, but they'll take it. McGuire had a look, passed that up, almost a lazy pass.
Call 3 seconds at any point in time.
Kacha Negrete tried to turn around and shoot, couldn't do it. And Tahafe with a rebound. Could be a little fatigue setting in maybe on Village Christian.
I think you get tight as you start looking at the scoreboard and the clock. If you're Eastside College Prep, you're thinking, we lost by 4 last year. We're not doing that again.
5-point lead right now with a chance to extend. Tahafe drives in, scores with the left hand off the glass. And the biggest lead of the game right now for Eastside Prep. Now the clock is the ally of the Panthers, and Aguilar throws it away. We'll take a timeout. 55-48. Eastside Prep has come from 12 down to take the lead. 2 minutes, 7 seconds to play in the game. Tahafe putting the icing on the cake right there.
Legend says Thor's hand made a hammer mighty. Well, in some hands, every tool becomes mighty. An all-powerful impact wrench.
X1 will change the way you experience TV. Switch to the Xfinity.
It is a 7-point lead for Eastside Prep. They have come all the way back from a double-digit deficit. We talked about Leslie Aguilar and Kayla Tahafe at the beginning of this program, each with 15 points. Unfortunately for Leslie Aguilar, 9 turnovers to go with those 15 points.
And Tahafe, all she does is make big play after big play. Driving inside, the little step through. Not a lot of emotion, but leading this team, and you can see the Eastside fans getting a little fired up, thinking about what could come in the next 2 minutes and 2 seconds.
So inside of 2 minutes remaining to be played, Tahafe, and they come way out and guard her. Tahafe puts it on the deck, leaves it in the corner this time, and a good look for Bay. Couldn't get the basket to go. Long rebound is off the hands of Aguilar and out of bounds.
Boy, and right now, Village Christian cannot catch a break. Outstanding job defensively. But boy, everything's about possession right now.
You know, we talked about Mercy Adema, what a great job she did in the first half. We also talked about adjustments that Donovan Blythe did, and they've been very effective.
They have just 2 points in the second half. The last field goal is in the third quarter.
Now we'll try to use the little clock here. 1:25 in the game, 11 on the shot clock, and Tahafe comes up a little bit short. McGuire gets it out of there with the Crusaders. No time to waste, and they turn it over.
They are so ball-oriented defensively. If you're in transition, it's ball hawk, ball hawk, ball hawk.
Good idea.
Hey, when you're small, you got to use every advantage you have, and that's one of them.
Stepping into the lane this time, and again, leaving it. They'll use the clock as much as they can. They got 7 on the shot clock right now. Drop this one down low. Now they got to get a shot up. And it's Bell, and she does get it up and get it in.
With the left hand, dig it out and explode to the bucket.
Now Aguilar up top. No time to waste here for the Crusaders. Bodies falling everywhere. O'Neal pulls the trigger for three. It won't go. Odima with a follow does get her first basket of the quarter. That broke an 8-0 Eastside Prep run, but 29 seconds remaining to be played. And the best of my knowledge, there is not a 7-point shot in basketball.
There is not, and look at all the size. And you just stay with it. You look at everybody's feet. You know where you are. You know what has to happen. And the little putback here, and just not enough production in the third and fourth quarters. Turnovers, Village Christian 24. Eastside College Prep just 14. What an improvement. I think they had 11
I was just going to say
in the first half.
Yes, really taking care of the basketball in the second half. Got to give it up for Donovan Blythe and this 7 players, 7 available bodies is all he has. They are all freshmen and sophomores.
But you can't speak enough about the experience of having been here and just the bad taste it leaves in your mouth all year long. And you get to this point, you're not going to let that opportunity slip away a second time.
Really great success story. Small school down in East Palo Alto.
Plus breaks.
And the reach-in foul. They have to foul now. Still not a shooting situation.
Coming into this game, Eastside College Prep had won 8 straight games, so a whole lot going well of late.
Saw the shooting numbers in the second half, though. 9 of 28 for Village Christian, and that is not going to get it done. And now foul on McGuire with 22 seconds remaining. Still not a shooting situation.
Kayla Tahafe still not showing any emotion. There's work left to do.
And now a foul. And this time it will be a shooting foul.
In a game of this magnitude, if you get the big lead, you have to just stay in the moment. You can't start wanting the game to hurry up and finish, and you start thinking about how great it'll be if we can win it. You have to always stay in the moment, whether you're up or down.
Very good point, Mary. And of course, it looked for all the world as though Village Christian was going to be able to run away and hide. They led by 12, if memory serves. And it wasn't until early in the final period that Eastside Prep took the lead.
And a big reason for it is the young woman at the free throw line. She has had a whale of a game.
Aguilar going to have to take a shot here. Great defense being played by Bell, just not allowing her to get the ball up. O'Neal will pull the trigger. She comes up short. And that's going to pretty much do it, as there are 2.2 seconds remaining. And the Division V Girls Championship is going to belong to Eastside Prep. They got here last year. They lost by 4. And this one's in the books, and there are your champions.
And Donovan Blythe said every coach dreams about being the last team standing. Well, Coach, you're the last team standing.
And he may be for a long time. As we said, no seniors, no juniors, all freshmen and sophomores, a very short bench, a very happy bunch. And that's the first time I've seen Donovan Blythe smile in 2 years.
And they start the game down 12, and they storm back and win this game by 7, a 19-point swing.
Character, you can't coach that. These kids just don't know how to lose. I mean, they play big in big games, and the scary part to anybody that's on their schedule is that this same unit, and probably more, are going to be around for a long time.
I think the other thing is they really know who they are. They know how to win games, what they do best, and to win this game, they had to get back to that. Stay low, play defense, do a better job in the paint, box out. And for a coach that's been so many places and done so many things in his life, what a great accomplishment.
I thought he did a great job. I mean, I think the adjustments that he made, because it really looked like Mercy Odima could own this game. And he went out there and made the adjustments, and she really wasn't a problem for them after those adjustments were made. Dropped down and covered her. Right now, Drew Schiller is with the winning coach, Donovan Blythe. Drew?
Coach, you guys lost in this game a year ago, and the theme all season long was unfinished business. Well, mission accomplished. How'd you guys get it done?
Just hard and hustle. I mean, these young ladies are in the gym at 5:45 a.m. in the morning, so it's very deserving.
You guys trailed in this game 25-12 and by 6 at the half. What was the key in the second half?
The key in the second half, I felt we did a better job of keeping them off the boards, and, you know, we sped the game up a little bit.
Thanks, Coach. Congratulations. Kayla, you finished with 15 points here this morning to go along with 7 rebounds. What was working for you today?
I just had to do it for my team. We all wanted to win, so I just had to leave everything on the court. So I just knew that with that bigger, I had to box her out and grab some boards for us to win.
Now, your whole team is comprised of freshmen and sophomores. Are you confident you guys are going to be back here a year from today winning another championship?
Yes, I'm very confident, because if we can do it with just sophomores and freshmen, we can do it when we're juniors and sophomores. So.
Well, congrats on the win. Go enjoy it with your team. Get that trophy. Barry, back to you.
All right, thanks very much, Drew. Well, a really deserving win, I think, for Eastside Prep. They go out here, they win it by 7, 57-50. As Drew Schiller pointed out, they trailed by as many as 13 points in the first half, got it back down to 6, didn't take the lead until early in the fourth quarter. Once they took the lead, they never did look back. They ran away and hit, 57-50, the final score. A team effort, a well-coached team. Eastside Prep of Palo Alto, the Division V girls champion.